Oh, hello. Oh, thank you. We got the red dot. That dang red dot. That dang red dot. There's a yellow dot. It's a constant struggle. Ugh. Probably lose half my audience every morning trying to tune in. Hello, Greg Plitt. Hello, Sherry. Hello, user. Probably lose half my audience every morning. Hello, Rachel and Ricky. The nemesis of any live viewer or a live creator or live video doer is the leaf blower. The leaf blower, the worst tool in the history of tools, power tools. All the noise of a chainsaw, all the efficacy of a ceiling fan. Hello, Nathan. Hello, the Robin. Hello, Stones fan. Hello, Capshaw and User and Gina. Do we have any orthopedic surgeons out there? Is that distracting to you? Is that distracting to you? Is it a chain? It's not distracting to you. It's distracting as hell to me. All right. Well, I appreciate your guys' good attitude about it. Sounds really loud from where I'm at. I'm going to see if I can make it through. Ignore the noise, the din that goes around us in life. Hello, Suze. Just 3 letters with that girl's name, S-U-Z. Wonder if it's short for Suzanne. It probably is. But she goes by Suze. Suze is so friendly. I think that was another Seinfeld. So many things in life you can think of Seinfeld. And you can bring up Seinfeld. And I think there was a whole show based on the name Suze. Hey, Suze just followed the live creator. So did Sonny. You guys are sweet. Good morning, Sandra Lynn. Happy Friday. Good morning, Kayla from Idaho. Is Idaho Mountain Standard Time or Pacific Standard Time? Or is it like Arizona that it switches? I wonder. Does anybody else know besides Kayla? Well, thank you, Suze. I'm adorable. Hello, Jake Sab. Did somebody else just follow the live creator? You just read. I was forced to resign Target for accosting women. Wow. Good morning from Illinois. Hello, Sonny. What's my favorite fast food burger? What is my favorite fast? It's cold. I don't know. Let me think about that. Hello, Heather Odell. Hello, Caitlin. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Midwest. Hello, Linda. Hello. Mountain time in Idaho. Well, thank you for keeping us square away. What is the temperature? I looked at it a few minutes ago, and it was in the 40s. Well, we got a great audience, 143 people. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy. No, my name is not Tim. My name is Ken Tracy. And this is Coffee with Ken. It is Friday morning. It is October 6th. It's about 8:05 a.m. Happy chilly Friday. I'm doing my best. I am doing my best. Again, I'm hearing this constant but I will soldier on. I will soldier on. Tim the Tat Man. That's interesting you call me Tim the Tat Man. I don't have one tattoo. I might go inside. Good morning, Jackson Knight. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Again, this is Coffee with Ken, and happy Friday to you. This is a show I've been doing for quite some time. It is a show I've been doing for about 4.5 years. A show I have that means a lot to me. A show that is about me sharing a little bit about life and sharing a little bit about the ups and downs that we all have as we charge our way through life. It started at a time when I was struggling and hurting and I have had long periods of my life over. Hey, Peter Francis Teresi is a very generous. Look at that. Look at that. Good morning, Rick Trick. Again, it's a show I started when I was down and feeling kind of sad, and realized that talking about my things, whether to a therapist or to a friend, was always helpful to me. And one day I decided to flip on my camera and go live on Facebook and kind of pour my heart out to the world. And here we are 4.5 years later, and I'm still doing it, and the content's changed, and the subject matter's changed, and the emotions I'm feeling have changed. Good morning, Brian. But this great same show quality hasn't changed, and still having a lot of fun with it 4.5 years over. Well, Sonny, thank you for saying that. I've heard people say they do like my voice. It's interesting. I interviewed, or did an initial interview for a job as a host of a podcast yesterday, and the first thing the guy interviewing me said is, "Wow, you got a radio voice." And I thought that was kind of neat. Hey, Black Greek Mafia, thank you for following. Brian wants to meet for coffee. Brian, I would be up for a meet for coffee if you are available. Perhaps send me a message via TikTok. We can do it. But anyway, speaking of coffee, and you guys promised me that the noise in the background isn't too overwhelming. It's distracting me. It's distracting me. I think I might go inside.
It's bothering you, come in.
All right, I think I'm going to go inside. And just because, again, I got a leaf blower going in a yard or two over. Although it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. You guys can watch me struggle. This show started with me struggling. You can watch me try and stay focused. All right, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to go inside. Hang with me. What temperature is it? It's 48 degrees, but I'm not retreating to the inside. I think it's a leaf blower and a chainsaw. You know, I don't know. I've never been one to rush the world into battery-operated lawnmowers or electric cars, or, you know, I care about the environment as much as anybody. But I'm somewhat skeptical, as I've talked about before, when the government gets in and tries to influence things in certain ways. And I think there's usually a financial incentive for somebody that's paying a lot of lobbyists a lot of money to argue their case in front of Congress or Senate or to the president. And I'm generally skeptical of the government a little bit. Good morning, Cynthia Lewis. That being said, with the power tools that I hear going on in the background that I'm going to ignore as best I can, although it might be just a talk show about power tools today. I wish they were electric or battery-operated power tools, at least this morning, at least the two ones that are going on behind me. But anyway, you know, it is not just a show about me talking, sharing the ups and downs we all have. It is also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I am pouring this coffee. And I am so excited to have my first sip of coffee. And my hope is wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. I'm going to do a little extra this morning and spin my coffee cup around. I'm thinking about going into hey, thank you for that heart. I so appreciate that. Queen Athena sent me some love. Thank you, Queen Athena. With my calming, drawing in radio voice and a little extra physicality or movement, I again aspire to get into the niche of meditative/hypnosis. So you are getting very sleepy. Your favorite coffee is with milk down in Key West, hands down. Con Leche is actually a brand of coffee. That's interesting, Sonny. But anyway, I got my hot cup of coffee. I hope you do as well. Cheers to us. It's my second pot this morning. It's the second pot of pumpkin spice. For those that have been watching me about a year, a little over a year, you realize last year I was looking for a new coffee. I was realizing how much I enjoyed pumpkin pie, and I was shopping at a super Target that I did not yet work at, and strolling through the aisles and saw this orange packaging, and it wasn't the Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Oh no, it wasn't the Dunkin' Donuts coffee. But it was the Market Pantry brand of pumpkin spice coffee, which is the Target brand. And I might have bought 2 bags that fateful day. But here I am cold in Illinois drinking a Monster. It's cold. Oh, it's cold. You just have French vanilla in yours? That sounds kind of nice. But anyway, I think I bought 2 bags that fateful day. And I loved it. I fell in love with pumpkin spice. It was one of my true few loves, and it's been a love that's lasted. And this morning we brewed up our second pot of pumpkin spice, and it is delicious. Everyone's saying it's pretty cold. Just moved back, Queen Athena. I'm in Florida, and I just moved from Wisconsin. You want to go back? Well, Queen Athena, I believe hello, Tudor Atwood. I believe if I moved from Wisconsin, which I think I think Wisconsin could be one of my favorite states. It's similar to Illinois, but a little hillier, a little colder, a little north, obviously. But I think a lot of goodness that exists in Illinois, plus a little rolling hills, and plus a little more nature. I think I could find a lot of peace and happiness living in Wisconsin, would be my guess. And as Sandra Lynn said, yeah, Wisconsin would be a heck of a lot cheaper. Too cold there sometimes. I'm not afraid of the cold. Cold doesn't really bother me really at all. I think it's kind of neat. I like weather. I like thunderstorms. I like crazy cold days when you don't have to go outside, or even when you do have to go outside. It's kind of neat. But if you can stay bundled up under some blankets and be with somebody you love, or cuddling with a baby, and the reason I said cuddling with a baby is I let radio station know I don't even know what you're talking about. Everlasting Bloom muted somebody. I didn't even get to see. People are getting muted. I don't even know why. Oh, thank you so much for liking the live. We got a nice active audience today. And we got a lot of people tuning in. I think a lot of people are excited about the fall weather. I know I'm excited about the fall weather. We got the leaves, and I keep talking about how the leaves are threatening to change. And despite the chilly weather, and despite the October date that is on the calendar, we have still nothing but green leaves behind me. Nothing but green leaves behind me. Oh, they're not blocked. Oh, well, thank you. You wouldn't deprive anyone of coffee with Ken. That's a good strategy. Let them listen. Let them listen and long to be a part of the conversation. It does sound like somebody is chopping them down. Thank you for noticing, Tudor Atwood. I thought I was being odd. And Queen Athena just got the #1 gifter badge. Queen Athena, you are a new watcher. You're moving up very quickly. Everlasting Blue might be a little jealous. Sometimes jealousy creates a catalyst for movement or emotion, and maybe that's what's happening. So anyway, it's Friday morning, and it's a gorgeous day here in Naperville, and it just got quiet. And I'm hoping that quiet lasts. Because as much as I like to stay focused, as much as I'd like to stay focused. And it's sometimes hard when you have crazy noises or crazy things going on in life, or crazy actions, or crazy kids running around in a circle, or crazy leaf blowers, or crazy sirens, or crazy weather, or the craziness that life can be. And one thing I'm practicing on is dealing with stuff and dealing with distractions. And over the last couple of years, I've had a hell of a lot of distractions in my life. And I've managed to stay pretty focused. And I appreciate that, Sonny. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I'm glad Abby's dad could join too. I wonder who Abby is. Welcome, Abby's dad. Abby's dad said my content is riveting. I love a rabid fan. Maybe they'll share my page and join my legion of followers. They might go to the link on my homepage and buy up all the stores of merchandise. Maybe be the first purchaser of a Real Coffee with Ken watch. Maybe Abby runs cross country too. Oh, don't get me thinking about cross country. Don't get me thinking about cross country. Don't you dare get me thinking about cross country, because I have only one meet left. I just realized I have an active weekend next weekend. I have my middle daughter, Morgie, is a cheerleader. And their last home game is next Friday, and she just alerted me about it. I thought she was talking about this Friday, that I was going to go watch her cheer at a game this Friday, but she goes, no, it's a boring one. It's on the road, so don't come tonight, but come next week. It's going to be at home, and I'm going to be cheering, and I am excited to watch her cheer. The next day, I think it's on Saturday. I hope it is. I'm watching my older one run cross country, and that'll be awesome as well. And the next day after that, it's my little one. I have a little baby. God bless me with 2 groups of kids, and I'll have my little baby his birthday the following Sunday. And we're having the girls over, and we're going to have all 7 of my kids in one house, and some nieces and some nephews and my sister and my dad, and we're going to have a little party for Eve, and it's going to be super cute, and our house is going to be bustling with humanity, and just really looking forward to the day. Greg Plitt wants to know if we're going to have cake with Ken. I think I'm going to leave it a private little thing. I doubt I'm going to be talking live during the birthday. Although you guys know how much I like singing happy birthday. And this will be my very first chance to sing happy birthday to my little girl Eve. And I'm looking forward to it. She's obviously had a birthday, but not a birthday in the sense that we celebrated it. Well, Forever Fit, don't give me too much credit for having 7 kids as far as spawning them all, if you will. 4 are from my gene pool. 3 are from another man's gene pool that are my stepkids. And love on as much as I can. And human population is on the decline. The one thing this planet needs is more Tracy genes running around. Spawn of Tracy. And 4 is quite a feat. And I'll tell you what, my wife and I sit there and stare at each other and go, good God, what do we do? Wouldn't it be awesome to have a little quiet every once in a while? The big kids all go off to school, but we still have the 2 babies screaming and squawking and playing with Holly and pawing at her regularly. And I don't know, we try and lay them down. We try and lay them down for sleep at the same time, but even that doesn't work. They're screaming from above, from upstairs. I come out to retreat at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm going inside. This is driving me crazy. I'm going inside. There's a limit. There's a limit to how much one man can take. Hello, Sandy Shepherd. I've been sitting outside. He's going to go quiet now. Might be one of my trolls just stalking me, making lots of noises. Oh, no, I don't even have my ring light. Well, we can do it in the dark. We can do it in the dim. That might be kind of fun. I don't mind trying different things. There should be a law. I mean, again, it's a school day, and garbage trucks come through. And this might be a short show, because some of my shows are going to be shorter than others. But holy smokes. Felt like I was at the dentist's office, and the dentist was drilling a hole in my mouth, going, rinse, rah, 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 rah. Swallow. Going, having dental procedures, no fun at all. Let me just see how this looks, how the light looks. Might be a little dim, but it might be a little intimate. Maybe my dog Holly's pawing at the door. Should I let Holly in? I'm going to let Holly in. Hold on. Come on in, Holly. For those that have been watching a while, you know Holly used to be a regular co-star in my show. And I used to go live every morning. And so hopefully we get the connection back. Maybe we will. There we are. Unstable connection. Good connection. So if you're just tuning back in, welcome back. And again, I was saying while we were off camera, or we might not even have been off camera, that we're just doing the best we can. And we definitely don't have, and it reminds me in life, I used to, throw tantrums or get upset or what have you. If things didn't work out just the way I wanted, or if everything didn't line up, or the weather wasn't perfect, or interaction with a loved one wasn't perfect, or what have you. But just by doing this show and doing it live, because things go wrong. Your Wi-Fi goes out, the leaf blower, a chainsaw is buzzing in the background, the lighting in this room isn't perfect. But you roll with things as best you can. And I think that's an important lesson in life that, I've had a ton of struggles. I've been very vocal about them. I used to drink too much. I certainly dealt with anxiety and depression issues for good chunks of my life. And because of that, I think I probably had a lot more relationship issues. And I've had really high highs and really low lows in terms of financial and career success. And, somehow, some way I managed to keep kind of putting one foot in front of the other and plugging along and doing the best I can. And I know sometimes life can get us down and can feel overwhelming and can feel like it's more than we can handle. And, I know it's hard when it feels that way, and it hurts when it feels that way. And I know people that have struggled with it and who have decided that life was too much to handle. But, I guess I'd implore, I think I might attract people to this that are kind of hurting inside or looking for something or looking for answers, because I share my own struggles. Thank you, Shrink Wrap. Shrink Wrap. I share a lot of my struggles. So I think a lot of us have a desire to not feel alone. Hello, Shannon. A lot of us, feel alone. And I know we can be in bed with a loved one or in a room with loving family or at a bar with friends, and you can still feel really alone. And that's a scary, painful place to be. And I felt that a lot over my life. And I think through Coffee with Ken, through prayer, through affirmations, through moving forward, through grit and determination, that I keep plugging along. And life, not every moment of life is supposed to be perfect. And we're going to run into snags, as I talked about. And the snag could be as simple as that chainsaw that was going on in the background. But But if we keep moving forward, we get to a moment and we find ourselves sometime later in the day, I'm going to be cuddling on the couch with my beautiful son Augie, and he's gonna be laughing. And we had a special moment in our house last night where for about 10 minutes, my son, his name's Augie. He's 2.5. He's my little nugget of love. He has Down syndrome. He's a perfect little guy, and I love him with all my heart. And he's opened up my heart in ways I didn't know they could be open. But last night, my wife and I were sitting on the couch with him, and for about 10 minutes, just going, Augie loves, and he was pointing to his chest. When we say Augie, he'd point to his chest, and then he'd determine who he wanted to say he loved. He'd sometimes point to his mama, sometimes he'd point to me, sometimes he'd point to his baba, sometimes he'd point to the TV. But after he did, I'd go, ah, and he'd tickle him, and he has the sweetest little laugh and the sweetest little smile. And my point is, no matter how, there were probably moments that were hard for me yesterday, and moments that I was struggling, and moments I felt down, and moments I was worried, and moments I was afraid. And again, if you keep moving forward, you come across those truly special moments where you're kind of surrounded with love in your heart and love in your mind and love on your couch and love in your house. And those are pretty good moments. So I don't know what my point is. Kind of a long-winded answer. Thank you, Riley. Yeah, her name's Holly. Her hair's a mess. She is spoiled. She's spoiled. She is spoiled. She gets constant affection. As I've said before, I got a lot of love to give. Thank you. I've worked with down kids. I love them. Yeah, Sandra. Trolls attacked your account? That's interesting, RJ. We'll have to talk about that. Poor RJ was attacked by trolls. They come after you. Watch out. They've been coming after me for years. But anyway, we don't want to talk about them. Let's talk about how awesome Holly is. She's an English Springer Spaniel. She's beautiful. She's almost 5 years old. And we got her when she was a little baby puppy. And we got her as a Christmas present for our kids and for the family. And we probably took her on when maybe we weren't quite ready. We were living in a tiny little home and had a ton of kids running around and had a lot of chaos in our life. And she added some chaos, as kids and dogs and cats and parrots probably all can. Just for the record, I don't have any parrots, and I'm in denial that I have some cats. But I think I see two of them, two feline critters scurrying around, hissing from time to time. And I go, bah! But anyway, sometimes chaos makes life fun, and sometimes life is meant to be chaotic, and life is meant to be crazy. Good morning, Track Days. I don't know. Keep smiling and keep taking on the chaos and keep moving forward and keep going live at 8 o'clock. And Kennergy's saying, Sandra, how about kids with Down syndrome instead of Down's kids? Let me just say, as a father of a child that has Down syndrome, I'm not sensitive to it at all. And, we all say things as best we can. And as long as Sandra's meant it in a positive way and, says Down's kids, it doesn't offend me at all and hurt me at all. I don't know. I think Sandra meant it with love in her heart and loves kids with Down syndrome, or Down's kids, as she might have said them. And it doesn't offend a dad. Yeah. Well, Shannon, again, that's a rule created by somebody that's got too much time on their hands, that was looking for trouble, Shannon. And again, if Sandra meant it with love in her heart, it doesn't bother me who puts, whether the person or the syndrome goes first. And I didn't know that rule. And again, doesn't bother me at all. I know Sandra probably loves kids with Down syndrome and has love in her heart, so that's all that matters to me. No fall candles burning. No, I'm going to have to get rocking and rolling with it. and get back to candles. And as part of my show, the coffee is pumpkin spice, and oh, well, correct. I'm trying to do perfectly alone. Yep. Oh, have a great day, Ken. Hey, Kayla, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone's crazy. People are like, and again, a lot of people watch this video after the fact. There's a discussion on what to call people and what we should, I don't know. And again, it labels and right and wrong. And again, if there's love in somebody's heart, it doesn't bother me, you know. But Bono or Portillo's? Well, RJ's asking Bono or Portillo's. RJ's likes food. I really enjoyed the Bono beef we had the other day, RJ. So I'm going to right now say Bono beef. I know they're sweet peppers. They season them in some awesome seasoning, and it made the sandwich extra special that we had. And the fact that you paid for it made it even extra special. Perfect days, windows open with pumpkin candles burning. We may do that. We should open up our windows, but it was in the 40s this morning, so we thought it was a little chilly to have. Trader Joe candles are the best, only $3.99. I like that, Sandra Lynn. I like that. We should go to Trader Joe's today. Maybe we will, and pick up some candles for $3.99. Hardtail. What kind of dog is that? Holly is an English Springer Spaniel, and she's beautiful. She's probably about 50 pounds. She's a good girl. When we bought her, we lived across the street from a place called Burlington Woods, and we had a small home. I knew I wanted a dog of some substance. I didn't want a little Chihuahua. Sorry if there's anyone out there with Chihuahuas. But I didn't want a huge dog either, because my last dog was a giant Labrador, and its tail could knock over the house if we weren't careful. And so we got Holly, an English Springer Spaniel. Their fur's amazingly soft. They're hunting dogs, but they're not too big. And it was great to go through the woods. I didn't have to worry about a bird of prey taking her away, or I don't know. Maybe I still have to worry about coyotes and what have you, but she's a good girl, and she's been part of the family for 5 years now. So, yeah, we enjoy her a lot. Tara Jacobs is just joining. We're having new people hopping on, and I'm feeling kind of hungry and might go inside and have a little breakfast soon. But I do want to thank you so much for joining me this morning. We've had a nice audience. We've had a nice discussion. We've had a lot of topics touched on. We started outside. We moved in. We moved inside. And thank you all for the gift badge and the roses and the mustaches. Julie Finks says her mom had 2 bird dogs. Yeah. I think Holly's role in the hunting world is to flush birds out of a bush so the hunters can shoot them when they're flying away. She's not a retriever. People ask if she plays fetch. No, not really. I'll throw a ball and she'll kind of lope to it and kind of stand and then sit down next to it and like look around like, what the hell am I supposed to do now? I can't throw it back. But she's a good girl. And Sandra Lynn, thank you for joining. And thank you all for joining me on this Friday morning. I usually go live at 4:30 for reflections from the day. And but I didn't yesterday. I was kind of tired. I'd had a long day. And when I laid down, I was cuddling with my son. And just decided to not go live. And felt real good resting. And I want to thank you guys for joining. I'll probably be on live today at 4:30. But I'm looking forward to my day. I hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful night's sleep. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're loving yourself. I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.